We are slowly recovering from the shock of what has happened to all companies online and offline with the opening of Onpassive to the world. We stopped off at social platforms like Facebook. Like all the rest of these platforms, the way they have been making money is that they are selling the personal data of their clients to the highest bidder. We have done that for decades. Onpassive will not be taking any data and selling it to the highest bidder. That's almost impossible, but they have accomplished that. It starts out with, I guess, the CEO of Onpassive, Ash Mafare. He has taken Onpassive to a level that will not be reached by any other company. What a disruption of what we have been doing for decades upon decades. Now this man of integrity, we now must compete against. It is not fair. But it has not been fair to the users of our products. For decades we have formed a monopoly on all the products that our users have been using. Now there's competition. The competition lies in our competing against other companies using and selling the products that Onpassive is marketing. Only their products are better. The difference is that our business models have been surpassed by Onpassive's business model. Introspectively we cannot make the adjustment, because we are selling stock to everyone. So, we must please the stockholders. The stockholders are as greedy as we are. Onpassive is a privately held company and will never go public. Ash Mafare is sharing his wealth with the founders in Onpassive. That's extraordinary. We are stuck. We are going to see not only the social platforms disappear, because why would someone want to be a part of something that would have their personal data sold and their privacy exposed to strangers? Onpassive has a social platform that is no cost to its users. It is called O-Net. O-Net is going to destroy those other social platforms that put profits over people. Creating a company unselfishly. The way Ash Mafare has structured Onpassive is brilliant. The social platforms must make as much money as possible, because Onpassive is going to take a multitude of business away from all these social platforms. Wow! Now what about the video conferencing that the #1 leader has, called Zoom? Zoom has formed an incredible market because they filled the need that was created when the pandemic started. They did about $16 billion the year before the pandemic. During the pandemic, that first year, they had sales of $116 billion. We were sitting back and saying, wow, what an incredible source of income. No one would ever be able to even approach what Zoom is doing. But we CEOs saw the flaws in Zoom. First of all, there was a limited amount of people who could connect to Zoom when it came to video conferencing. If you wanted more, you had to pay an expensive rate. We were using Zoom to do a lot of our business because the pandemic struck, and a lot of companies had been leaving the brick-and-mortar business and having the employees work at home. But guess who was paying attention to what was happening with Zoom? Ash Mafare, that's who. Onpassive developed a platform that is rivaling Zoom. Onpassive took all the negatives that made Zoom unattractive out of its product. Onpassive, as we speak, now has a product called O-Connect. We do not know very much about this platform because there is not enough information. But based on what we see and what we have been able to hear, is that O-Connect will pass Zoom and take most of the business, when it comes to video conferencing. That's all we know. Warning to all of those video conferencing companies. Watch out for Onpassive's O-Connect. None of us are safe because of the opening of Onpassive to the world. We thought that this day would never happen, but it did. Is it too late to be a founder in Onpassive? John White, USA. A Bill Must production.